All right, thank you, my wonderful people. The meeting of like minds, the era of competence, character, and capacity as TJ Ehirim meets Peter Obi in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, my wonderful people. I can't wait to see Peter Obi to take a very selfie of this kind. Of course, I can't wait to see Mr. Peter Obi beside me having a selfie. My wonderful people, the very young, energetic, and pragmatic modern Nigerian leader, a youth of Imo State, an aspirant of the governorship position in the 2023 election in the person of TJ Ehirim, went to the historic city of Atlanta, Georgia, USA recently to meet with the most popular presidential candidate in the person of Obi, the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria, Mr. Peter Obi, in Atlanta, Georgia. Based on this, it was a meeting of like minds as the older and the younger version of a competence, character driven, and examples of integrity of modern youth of Nigeria spoke in one voice. Based on this, they do who share the similar ideology of performance, service delivery, integrity, prudence, vision towards the new Nigeria, has had a historic meeting both publicly and closed doors respectively. Meanwhile, the meeting was attended far and wide across the whole world, attached and attracted people like a professor of Finland, and Manobi, Chief Valentine Ozigbo, Dr. Kings Nwachukwu, Dr. Ifeanyi Ikedimba. All among the people who greeted the occasion were Professor Pet Otumi, Chief Tony Abara, Dr. Christ Chima Nwachukwu, Mrs. Joma, not forgotten Mrs. Joma Nwachukwu, Chief Obi Osuala, in charge of Peter Obi Support Network in Imo State, Sir Victor Okotex, Muzie, Dr. David Solomon, Dr. Samuel Colonius, and many others across Nigeria who came to grace the occasion. They meanwhile discussed the strategies to increase democracy and advocacy, of course, to Nigerians, that is possible to do what is right, to put Nigerians out of poverty. It is possible to change the Nigeria way of doing things and do them more properly. It is also possible to fix our country, saying that and also considering our economy, so that the insecurity that oppresses our people will reduce, at least for a moment. It is possible to empower the youth and genuinely to increase our level of employment and thereby reducing security and restiveness agitations in the country. My wonderful people, in the meeting of the like-minded people, they agreed that Nigeria in 2023 is the year of historic, and is a very day and very year of history, as many young Nigerians are joining the OB movement in order to reshape and to revamp the position and the giant of Africa we claim to be, to its past glory. My wonderful people, in his remarks by TJ Ehirim, PhD, he insisted that by and large that Imo State must be freed and handed over to the best of them all. This spread of our land, that the best of us must be supported to lead the rest of us. He emphasized, saying that as the movement is increasing, they pledged to make sure that Imo State is the best state, as the project TJ Ehirim program is already on ground in Imo State that has cut across the whole local government areas and the 305 electoral wards of Imo State to support the OB initiative. My wonderful people, the TJ James movement has really said that Imo State, the eastern heartland of Imo State, will be the best when he comes as the governor, As it stands now, the institutions and the instructions son of Imo State insisted that we are going to vote in this electoral season. It's no more entitlement. It is no more about it is my turn. It is no more geographical, or it is no more gerontocracy. It is no more about money, because they have stolen so much money to deceive people to be the person to lead. My wonderful people, it is also, meanwhile, it is no more about your region. It is no more about a tribe, but also about Nigeria, and we are determined to place in position of authority Nigerian citizens who proven track record of integrity, capacity, and delivery oriented, and that is what made Peter Obi to stand out among the young and the youth and of all good citizens of Nigeria who wish Nigeria well and are well committed to making sure that it happens. Of course, the young man, TJ Ehirim, the PhD holder, the Ihirijundu of Imo, Eze Enyi of Nwere Banka, okay, of Ameze, who has been ticket accepted by Imo youth across the youth and the breadth of the country and beyond, is gearing up to organize and enforce the 40 million ballot in support of Obi in Imo State, east of the Nigeria, in collaboration of other support group by the end of September. Meanwhile, in another development, TJ Ehirim was a guest of honor in the Aka National Union Convention, ANA Convention, which took place in the Bruno Mon in Maryland, USA. Based on this, he graced the occasion, chaired by Chief Tony Akpala, co-chaired by Dr. Kinsley Chima Nwachukwu, Attorney Emeka Odoze, Tony Agumeze, and Chief Okotes Amoze, Dr. Santos Ogeze, ably supported by Chief Dr. Ugo Iwofo Ugo Zubia, who was also ably reported or represented, I beg your pardon, at the function. My wonderful people, Chief Bernard Nwigwe, and so many other dignitaries, not forgotten Dr. Marshall Mado, Chief Lion Ugumeze, Chief Jude, I beg your pardon, Ugula, and Ikenna. All many. Alright, the numerous to mention in a sweep of faith, the Umuaka National Convention of Union, presided over by Sir Ede Nwakedi, moved and adopted the notion which unanimously adopted TJ Ehirim as their candidate for Imo State come 2023 governorship election because of his antecedents. Okay, the endorsement came by a notion moved on the floor of the House by Chief Oke Amozie and seconded by Chief Nnamdi Okoro. Based on this, it marketed a turning point in the journey to rescue Imo State and in the journey to take back Nigeria to avert the lingering crisis in the country by terrorists, kidnappers, talks, and the lack of payment of salaries, pension quality, healthcare, good road, power supply, unemployment that has brought hardship to numerous citizens of the state, of course Nigeria in general. Based on this, the outcome and the outspoken governorship aspirant disclosed that if he emerges as the governor of Imo State, he will definitely provide educational, scientific, technology, and that of agricultural programs that will reflect on non-citizens and the democratic principles. That has been our dream of state we are clamoring for in the Eastern Heartland. Imo State, to be precise, Chief Ehirim program to run a free medical care for pregnant mothers to children under the age of 16 years old. bold as he stressed, saying that the health department for a major clinical building will go a very long way in alleviating the difficulties in the most distressed areas. Based on this, my wonderful people, we service so much of your time. In his closing remarks, Ehirim promised to run an open door policy if elected, as he commended the good people for Umuaka for the honor and adopting him as the right person to take over from his Senator Hope Odidika Ozodema come 2023. Alright, my wonderful people, that has been on to this one, my wonderful people. What gladdens me is seeing Ehirim, Ehirim together with OBI having a selfie. I can't wait to have him with my incoming president in the person of Dr. Peter Obi. My wonderful people, this is a man of integrity, a man that has been trusted, and is a man that Nigeria glamour to have. What, my wonderful people, what more are we going to say? Well, let me have your take on the comment section. Remember to send them, and do well to please support us by sharing, and then do well to turn your notification button, and then do well to tap on the subscription button if you're joining us for the very first time. Thanks and God bless.